Hi, I'm KIQI. I have been publishing DJ sets on YouTube for the past year now, so I thought it would be a good idea if I just do a video introducing myself. So you know if you want to watch this channel, and you can learn a little bit about my background, why I love DJing, and what you can expect here on my channel. So it's a little bit sad, but I actually didn't start DJing until I was 39 years old, so a little bit older than most people start out, but I actually wanted to be a DJ ever since I was probably 11 or 12 years old. I think the first time that I saw a DJ in real life was at my middle school dance, and I was more interested in what he was doing with vinyl than what my friends were doing on the dance floor. And if you DJ, or if you've ever wanted to DJ, if you ever found yourself paying more attention to what the DJ is doing than what the party is doing, then that's probably a sign that you should be a DJ someday, or maybe you already are. We didn't have internet or anything, and I was just a little kid, so I had no idea how I could be a DJ, or if I even could be one. Even through high school, which was like the 90s, the illegal rave years, I did go to a couple of those, but it was really hard to tell like what was going on. You couldn't even see the DJ most of the time, and like what was this music, and where would you find it, and how did you learn? Like there were so many questions. So I really didn't try at all until I was probably in my 20s. I had graduated from college, I was living in Costa Rica, and I signed up for a DJ course. I think this was 2008. It was like a reggaeton DJ because it was Costa Rica, and unfortunately the course got canceled because nobody else signed up for it. So that was the end of my attempt to be a DJ back then. This was actually the year that I heard electronic music for the first time in a post-90s rave environment. It was New Year's Eve 2007-2008. And I was in Malpais, Costa Rica on the beach, and, in the middle of the night with DJs from Germany, and it was just like the most amazing experience I've ever had. And we danced until sunrise, and after that I thought, I have to DJ. It had already been like 10 or 15 years at that point, and so I signed up for this course. It got canceled, and I just continued my life, working full-time and traveling, and I didn't try to learn to DJ again until the end of 2018 when I was at Amsterdam dance event. And I had been going there since 2013, but finally I decided to sign up for a DJ class. So I went on Airbnb. I did an Airbnb DJ 1-hour experience, and I was hooked. I was like, okay, I'm finally going to do this. I'm going to be a DJ. And so over the next year, 2019, I took some online classes like Udemy and things like that, and tried to teach myself how to DJ, but I was making really slow progress. So when the pandemic hit, I was in Miami for Miami Music Week, and my idea was to go to Music Week, network with people, and try to just improve at DJing. 2 weeks after I got here, the pandemic happened, and so I ended up getting that chance. I got to just stay home for the whole year and practice DJing. Not on this, it was on my VDJ 400. And luckily, during Miami Music Week the next year, 2021, I went to a Blondish show, and my friends got too drunk and they had to go home. So me and another friend went to a rave where Blondish was playing, and my future DJ coach and mentor was also playing there. So I follow this guy, his name is Differ from Argentina. I was blown away by his performance that night, playing in this huge warehouse with Blondish. And I followed him on Instagram, and I found out that he was giving DJ classes. So I was actually his first student for DJ lessons, and the rest is kind of history. I learned from him, and also Tony Guerra, who is an amazing DJ from Venezuela. You might have heard of him. He's playing in Ibiza this summer and with Martinez Brothers, and he's amazing. So Tony actually got me my first gig December 1st of 2021, and Differ has also helped me get a lot of gigs as well. So that's kind of how I got started. It was a long story of starts and stops, but I would say like the moral of it and what I've learned is just if you feel like you have an affinity for something, an interest or a curiosity in something, you might as well do it, because otherwise you could spend your entire life like me not doing it and then finally, you know, getting around to it. So I know this can happen a lot with artists or creative people. We want to do the work, but we're also scared of the work at the same time. So I'm glad that things happened on the path that they did, because I've done so many other things in my life outside of the music industry. I was a college athlete, I was a professional surfer, I'm a travel blogger and a YouTuber with a podcast. I have so many other interests outside of music, and I'm glad that I came to it later, because I think I potentially would have been obsessed with it from a young age if I had started back when I was 12 years old, and I maybe would have never gotten out of the music industry. So on one hand, I wish I started earlier, but on the other hand, you know, everything happens for a reason. And now when I look back at all of the clues that were pointing me in this direction over the years, it all makes sense. I even bought GarageBand back in, like, I don't know, when it first came out, when it was on like a CD-ROM, because I wanted to produce music. And so it's taken me until this year to finish my first ever tracks. They're not released, they're just on my laptop. But yeah, production is the next frontier. I've been taking some classes, I've been learning. So on this channel, you'll find a lot of DJ sets from all of the countries that I've been to in the past year for my day job. Everywhere I go, I try to play a DJ set, at least one. So you'll find some sets from when I was in Manchester in the UK, Ibiza, club gigs in Miami, Las Vegas. Yeah, wherever I go, I try to record sets. So that's why there's such a diversity of different sets on this channel, and also a lot of different genres. I would say that my favorite genre to play is like a minimal deep tech mixed with tech house and some tribal drums or Afro beats. It's still, you know, I'm kind of still trying to find my sound, but when I'm in an environment like a sunrise on a beach or an island in Brazil or a sunset in Miami, like sometimes I don't feel like playing that kind of music. Like I think my favorite music would be something I would play at an after hours club or an after party, but that's not always appropriate for the context and the environment of where I am. So you'll find some deep house sets, some organic house sets, different sounds, Latin house, Latin tech house, depending on what is the gig that I'm playing, what is my time slot, what is the lineup, or am I just playing by myself all night. And so yeah, I'm a multifaceted, multi-passionate person, but I would say my favorite is like a minimal tech house kind of vibe. But I will link to all of the different playlists I have below. So let me know if you have any questions about my background, or if you want to start DJing and you want any tips. I'll also do some videos on how I use this mixer, how I prepare for sets, how I organize my music library, and I look forward to being on this journey of life with you. So thanks for being here. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, and I look forward to seeing you in another video soon.